Greetings, L3 community. I'm excited about the way the community's been gelling over the last few weeks as we've gotten past the launch process and kind of gotten over some of the sheer newness of this whole thing. And we're now getting into the meat of getting to know each other and beginning to really discover what a great group of people have gathered here. Very diverse and interesting and fun, stimulating. A few surprises here and there. We'll avoid any names at the moment. But that's exactly what we had in mind, so it's fun to see it all coming together. This is the first in a series of video blog entries that I and others in the L3c team will be putting together from time to time, sharing with you just as a way to think out loud about what we're learning, about what we're hearing from you in some cases, what we're discovering, maybe providing some big picture perspective from time to time, sharing some tips and tricks along the way that you might find useful. So be looking for these on an irregular but consistent basis. Now today, I'd just like to share just a few thoughts about the Lifelong Learning Posture course, which I am going to affectionately dub the L3P course, despite the hoots and hollers that I'm hearing mentally in the background as I say that. Really, just to say that I hugely appreciate the way you've been engaging the process. You've been really reflecting at a wonderfully honest and authentic level, and the kind of interaction then with each other, interacting energetically and giving each other good feedback. It's been personally satisfying, personally stimulating, and I can just tell there's a lot of really healthy kind of flow taking place and growth already in that process. Now, next week I'll share a little bit more about just kind of what we're working on, where we're headed in the L3P, and actually a mental model that many of you will find, I think, very useful, that integrates the various components of the course process. But in the meantime, for now, just wanted to encourage you to keep in mind that the L3P course is as much about the process that we're in as it is about the content of the course per se. We're really growing together into a way of learning, and really and for many of us, incorporating all the virtual dimension of this thing, a very fresh way of learning. But working at cultivating this discipline, really the twin disciplines of reflection and interaction, in a consistent, focused, intentional way, where we're tuning into God at work in our lives and into just tuning into the data that life gives us, and that I believe that God is offering us as part of His invitation to us in our own journey of transformation and part of our own growth into our own design and destiny. So a focused process of tuning into that, reflecting, wrestling personally with what's going on inside and who we are and who we're growing to be and what we need to be letting go of and all that kind of thing, and then kind of in a concentric set of circles with our peer, our cohort, and the larger community, reflecting as appropriate, as is helpful with others, speaking the truth in love, iron sharpening iron, really incorporating in tangible and practical and fruitful ways into our lives some of these kind of things that we've actually, a lot of us hold these values and work at somewhat from time to time in other ways, but doing this in a little bit more of an intentionally focused way over a period of time with a defined group of people that can help us on our journey, and that we can be feeding into theirs as well. So we're building this kind of space into our life in some new ways. That's just a process that takes some time, and we're in the process. We're developing muscles that will really serve us very well in the rest of our lives as well. So for now, we'll talk more next week about some of these things, but just wanted to cheer you on and encourage you to continue to go there in the L3C and enjoy the process, and we'll talk more next week.